Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Tigers will kick this deep to start us off. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Heading left after the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Important second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. A pre-snap motion from the offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game. It gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Steps out at the 16, would have been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. It was a foot race, and he won it. Here's the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. He shreds the tackle. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders that keep them focused on the task at hand.
Running past the 45. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Now here's the toss play. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. You've got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score tied 7-7.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Breaking free at the 35. They get him back. But that's good enough for a first down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back to throw. It's Presley. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. The Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And the Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no-man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. This quarterback on fire today. And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's good.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 14.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Breaks free. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Breaking free at midfield. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. First down here for this offense. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. That's a fly to the wideout. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Second down, they're going to throw it. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And with that, they regain the lead. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Returner looking to create better field position. The returner coughs up the football inside their own 20. And the ball will bounce out of bounds so they avoid the turnover. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the second half is a handoff. You bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
It's a quick grab. Impressive spin move. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He'll hand it off. Running with purpose. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
The offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. And they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about confidence boosting going forward.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll run it to the left. They can't stop him. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
The back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Brooks. Touchdown, Clemson. That puts him on top in the second half. And the extra point is good, makes it a 21-17 game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Short throw complete to the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Running out of time in the pocket. He's moving out of the pocket. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
And he fires the football to the right side. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Pressure is coming. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score, Clemson 21, Georgia 17.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Touchdown, Dogs! And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. Now the try for a point after to make it a 3-point game. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on? Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Now it's second down here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap. Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. It's Presley. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open and just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. In the clear at the 25. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Finding some room at the 25. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Oh, a reverse. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Well, this wide receiver is so dynamic. Any chance they can to get his hands on the football, they try to do it. Instead of throwing it, this time they hand the ball to him, and the defense was a little bit surprised there. Some good positive yards there in the red zone.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving. But there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to the end zone. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. And he's got some open field ahead. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, when you take a chance, sometimes things tend to backfire on you. Conventional wisdom says to run the ball, no matter what the down and distance is, to work that clock and win this game the shortest way. You take the chance, you're aggressive, and it ends up backfiring with the interception.
They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they'll go right back to him on first down. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. They also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Dropping back, it's Presley. Receiver makes the catch, and he steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They'll have to hurry now, second down with the clock ticking. Ball handed off. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown Tigers to take the lead in the final minute. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. This one will be fair caught. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. So here we go. It could come down to this possession, Kirk. Sets up as a potential classic finish.
Well, Chris, after everything that's gone on in this field in a rivalry game, if you're a quarterback, this is what you dream about. Having the ball in your hands with a chance to lead your team down and potentially win this game. This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Looking for his back. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the play is good enough for a first down. They move the ball to the 44. The Bulldogs will crank up the tempo. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
GG, bro. Oh my God, they hold me so much that game. Bro, the fucking right before half, that nigga threw the ball like out of bounds. Bro, I overthrew so many touchdown passes.
Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is gonna
Oh, bro, your O-line solid, bro. I know I ain't got the pieces for that shit up front right now, bro. Damn, bro, that touchdown before half pissed me off, bro. That nigga just threw that bitch. Yo. Nah, shit, chilling. We can, bro. Whatever y'all want to do, I ain't doing shit. I don't think so. But nah, just see, just see who. Oh yeah, no, we could for sure do that. All right, that's a bit.